Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, it is officially winter. I don't care what anybody says. It is cold. Um, yeah, power was out for a couple of days, and I was busy with work all last week, so I didn't get to make any videos. But I'm back. So, this video, jumping right into the PS3 scene to keep it updated, if you will. This is for the LITE version of REBUG's 4.85.1, I believe. Yes, 0.1. It's the LITE CEX base. There is no DEX version of this firmware, so if you're running a CEX version, you would want to update to this, as well as update your REBUG Toolbox to use COBRA compatibility. I'm going to take a flash drive here and show you how to install it. The links will be below in the description. Download those directly from my description below. And yeah, without further ado, let's get going. So, on the root of your USB device, you're going to want to make a folder called PS3 in all capital letters. Inside of that folder, you're going to want to make an update folder, all caps again. And inside that update folder is where we're going to place our REBUG Custom Firmware installation file. So we'll just drag and copy that over, let that do its thing. Again, this is only a CEX version. They'll probably release the REX and another actual DEX version, well, Rex and DREX actually for REBUG, probably momentarily soon. But until then, if you want to update, you can use this. So you'll be on 4.85 and you won't have to use spoofers to go online. You'll just have to use the necessary safety precautions, like loading your Blu-ray disc before connecting to online and all that fun stuff. Alrighty, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, so once you copy that over, you're just going to take the whole first section and just delete this whole section here, the REBUG underscore 4.85.1 underscore LITE underscore. Delete that so that way it just says PS3 updat.pup, and we're good to go with the update file. Once you do that, just go back to the root of your USB drive here, and I'm going to delete this old REBUG Toolbox PKG that I have in there, and I'm just going to copy over the new version of the REBUG Toolbox, and there we go. So it's REBUG Toolbox 2.03.03.16. This is basically updated to work with the 4.85.1 LITE version of the firmware, so that way you can use COBRA and continue to have your backwards compatibility. So now we're all done setting up our USB drive, so we can go to the PS3 and install the custom firmware. Okay, everybody, so I installed the new custom firmware, the 4.85 LITE, for the REBUG here, and I'm just going to go over to my system settings. I was going to show the installation process, and I did record a video, but I don't know what happened to it, and I don't feel like going through the installation process again because I already did it. So I'm just going to show you my system information running 4.85 custom firmware, the 4.85 LITE REBUG. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back over to our game category, and I'm just going to go to my packages manager here and go to install package files, and then scroll down to standard. It's going to read the root of the USB that you have in your system, and we're going to look for the REBUG Toolbox, the 2.03.03. It's going to say the same version is already installed because for some reason it goes by the first two and the last decimal. So it'd be like 2.03 at the end, but the last version was 2.02.03. So we are going to hit yes and update this just to be compatible with the 4.85. And once that's all squared away and done, I'm just going to come down here to my tools and load up the REBUG Toolbox to show you the options. Alright, so looking at the REBUG Toolbox here, all your basic system options are the same. If you scroll over to your selector, you notice that there's 3 things missing because this is the LITE version, but we do have the COBRA Mode, which you want enabled for your backwards compatibility to work with the Webman mod. That's been the latest update, and toggle XMB custom firmware settings, have that enabled, and that should show up in your settings as well. If you go to your level 1 patches, you are able to use your level 1 patches. The selector, or not selector, the DEX or CEX functions are not available. You would need a full version of the Rex or DREX custom firmware by REBUG. And then you have your standard utilities, the toggle QA flag for upgrading and downgrading freely without worrying about restrictions, toggle your recovery mode on your next reboot, and etc., all the way down. So that's pretty much it. And what I'm just going to do is I'm going to boot up a PS2 image on my slim PS3. So exiting the toolbox here, I'm just going to load up the Webman options up at the top here, and I'm going to select my PlayStation 2 titles, and I guess I'll do, I don't know, let's do fucking Dragon Ball Z. So it's going to mount that. And that's it. Now we're going to start. And there you have it. So your PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility is working with your Slim, and the Cobra is functioning properly. So enjoy, rate, comment, and subscribe. The links will be in the description below, and I will be back with more videos to come.